To the stage is an Airbuds stalwart. He's been an All-Star snub. He's been an Airbuds All-Star snub 4 years running, and we took a dunk contest from him, gave it to Stuff the Dragon from Orlando Magic. Should have been him. One of the funniest guys in Hollywood or America as a whole. Put your hands together for Rob Haze.
Y'all didn't see me get in full defensive stance against that lady that was about to leave. Had my hand in her face, she couldn't see the door or nothing.
She humiliated a woman.
And we need every audience member it takes. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta do this, I'm gonna do that. Y'all tripping, talking about why would Michael Jordan have a hat that is in Pacers color? This isn't.
Oh, they fully Pacers.
I thought it was gonna be Lady High School colors, but it's not.
It's more Mickey Mouse. This feels like Disney World to me.
Yeah, no, it's old school Nuggets colors, and that's really weird.
Shout out to Robert Pat.
Alright, I'm not up here to talk about hats. I'm here to talk about the real issues.
Talk to him.
Why you love basketball? Why do you guys like basketball? Nostalgia? Yeah. Heck yeah, dude. He likes it for nostalgia. Why y'all like basketball?
Because my dad made me.
Because your dad made. Okay, what about basketball do you guys like? What's your favorite play in basketball?
Fast break.
Pick and roll.
Pick and roll? That's your favorite play? Oh, you see the picks? You be watching Sports Center, the pit stuff. Like, man, where are the picks, dog? I watch NBA today, there's no picks today. The upper room. What about the standing plates? That's where I want to live. All right. No one likes ducks, right?
I was gonna say slam dunk.
No one likes 3-pointers. That's what y'all like. Y'all pick and rolls and fast breaks. Yeah, that's what y'all like that. Nobody. So everybody's fan base don't like this. They're like, y'all, I want to see a 3-man weave, but they really don't do that in the game. I thought this was gonna be a slam dunk, a no-brainer. That's what I like. He looking like he likes it too. Brandon Ingram like, hey, he got a pretty hot. Y'all don't like that? Y'all like Steph? No?
I'm like the white dude behind him, but I do that.
Come on, this dude ain't in the game. When he got up, he was like, man, I gotta see this standing up.
Front row.
On his toes a little bit. Making Doc Rivers' son look bad. Y'all don't like that? Y'all like, nah, where the pick at though? You know? I really want to focus on what Draymond did on this play.
Everybody just go. My favorite thing about this picture is this is Austin Reeves. So it could have been Austin Rivers. It could have been this year or 10 years ago. Nobody knows.
Yeah. You can tell by the beard.
He's played for the Nuggets 6 different times.
Hey man, he gets around. You know, February would be stressful for him. He's like, let's just go ahead and buy some boxes. Let's buy some boxes. We pass you all. Let's just go ahead and see what's going on in you.
Just get him.
Yeah.
Preemptive boxes.
I'm gonna put Woj on alerts. Y'all know what it is.
Imagine that. You gotta wait for a Woj tweet to find out where you live.
I don't know. I get traded if, you know what I'm saying? They can get paid.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they can trade me. I'll leave right now. Where y'all think all this comes from, huh? Everybody's all like, oh, the NBA, you know, it's the best it's ever been, blah, 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 blah. They don't even give love to where it comes from. The ABA, the Rollins basketball, the money ball. Y'all watch a 3-point contest. Why is that the money ball? Because the ABA was giving them contracts.
It's bullshit that they turned it into the Starry Ball.
Yeah.
Nobody's drinking that soda.
Has anybody had Starry? Does anybody even know what Starry is?
Starry is the replacement to
Sierra Mist.
what the fuck?
AKA not Sprite.
Exactly.
Hey, y'all got any Sprite? No, we got Sierra Mist. That's like, yeah.
But they kicked Sprite off all the sponsorships for the All-Star Weekend, and now it's all Starry.
Yeah, man, that Thirst unemployed. Y'all remember Thirst? They tried to give Brian a little penny.
His name was Thirst?
His name was Thirst, yeah.
I missed that.
Come on, YouTube Thirst. If y'all too young, some of y'all maybe Gen Z or whatever, because that should have got a bigger applause. I remember Thirst. That should have been y'all right now. But instead y'all like, man, what is that? What are they talking about? We're talking about the American Basketball Association. Started in 1967. Ended in 1976. 9 years, but they changed basketball. These teams all came from the ABA. They don't even talk about that. Solid franchises. They be in the playoffs and stuff. Indiana Pacers, okay? The New York Nets. They were in New York, then they moved to New Jersey, then they moved to Brooklyn. The San Antonio Spurs, you know about popping them. Before that, they had George Gervin, Iceman, Denver Nuggets. They mascot wore Adidas. I don't even know if that's news. Come on. You got a basketball in one hand, you know, you got a little, whatever that is, you can go from in the other hand. Y'all don't even know that. Y'all don't even know the New York Knicks invented the at symbol. You wouldn't even have email if it wasn't for the New York Knicks. You wouldn't be able to contact people on Twitter. What is that? It's not a basketball. Most basketball logos try to put a basketball in there. That's just somebody that got too creative with their cursive. I think I can make that S touch the end. Like that's... What? Is that a football? You trying to put a football in a basketball logo? This? And they kept it. They turned it in. They were like, yeah, that's fine.
We don't have Bill Russell. We don't have Will Chamberlain. How are we going to solve this ABA problem?
The number is only in the ABA that you get an extra point for a 60-man long shot, making for some exciting dead-eye shooting in clutch situations.
Move the ball, take the break. I mean, there were many a time coming down the floor. Take the three. Look at that. Yeah. Paul George think that's a bad shot.
So now you could drive from the wings and get under the defenses, and there was more action.
Come on, man. B.B. Brown was never young. This video is literally 25 years old. Hubie Brown was old 25 years ago. Hubie Brown's been old my whole life. So basically, this is what happened. All the superstars in the NBA was huge, right? It was all these 7-footers. The ABA, there was a new league starting out. They decided, hey, we don't have these huge dudes, so what we're going to do is we're going to create a three-point shot because all our dudes are small. And then that opened the game up to all these different possibilities. People in the NBA, they was hating. They was like, you guys are devaluing the game by doing that. There was one game, the first buzzer beater was in 1967. It was a game between the Pacers, somebody shot a buzzer beater, the first three-point buzzer beater. They didn't even know they were in the overtime. They get in the huddle, they getting ready for overtime. Somebody got a tap on the shoulder like, man, y'all just won the game. And the crowd was ready to fight. It was on the road, the crowd like riot almost happened. Because it was like, no, this can't be possible. Like, people don't even know. They be like, oh, Steph changed the game. Like, Steph didn't change the rules. Steph didn't put the line out there. They put the line out there. And they had a fly ball. You shoot a three with a multicolored ball. Looks cool in the air. contest. The dunk contest comes from the ABA. Dr. J and them. We've all seen this. This is Dr. J. He about to jump from the foul line. Right? And some of y'all like, oh, that's boring. That's whack. What you don't know in the ABA, you had to do all your dunks at one time. He's about to go and do another dunk immediately afterwards. No breaks. This is the 70s. Get back up there. Do another one. Do another one, Doc. You're supposed to be the greatest. Boom. You do all your dunks at one time.
That last one was basket interference.
Ain't no commercial breaks. Ain't no thirst. Ain't no commercial breaks. No. Yeah. Y'all ooh it. And that was in 1976. McLeod did that on Instagram. Y'all like, oh, you should be in the contest. This is at halftime of the All-Star game. He's got to play another half. He played a whole half of basketball. Did 5 spectacular dunks in a row. Then he had to go back and get the MVP. Which they wrote in. So you could win the MVP and still lose. Because they had to turn him in the third quarter. Come on, man. They be trying to hate on the ABA like the ABA wasn't all that. Just stop. On the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Is that what it is? Are those goggles? What is this?
You man got on a face mask. They don't even got face masks anymore. Jaylen Brown needs one. Full protective gear that looks like something out of the Ninja Turtle.
It is. It's tab wrapped in shipping tape.
Dr. James 20 both knees wrapped up, man. You know what it is. Playing in Converse All-Stars, man.
This nigga shipping his calf through eBay.
Come on, they dusting that rap. That rap tired as hell. Look at this. We don't even put this type of violence in the headlines anymore. Dr. J slices them up. Julius Erving rips Denver. Come on, man. See what they did? They put Michael Jordan in the scrubs. That's how ill Dr. J was. This is on the cover of Sporting News. The next Dr. J. Dr. J. Michael Jordan wanted to say later, I really said I was the next Michael Jordan. Then why you put the scrubs on? Why you got a stethoscope to the basketball if you wasn't influenced by my man Julius? You look at him, he's listening to air. It's the Air Jordan. This is the biggest atrocity I ever seen. Why they named this movie Semi-Pro? They was pro basketball players. They was ill at what they did. It was a rival league. I never saw this movie because of the name. I didn't appreciate it being called Semi-Pro. I'll never watch it.
Also, why did Andre 3000 decide I'm gonna be Andre Benjamin for this one? Like, why was semi-pro where he's like, I'm a serious actor now?
Because he's in the past. It's set in the past.
Oh, I see.
Andre Benjamin from the past.
Oh, I see.
Andre 3000 from the future.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. If it was G League, the movie, you'd be Andre 3000. And if it's D League, then he's Andre Benjamin.
Hey, Disneyland, California Adventure should have a G League ride.
Come on.
Disney got an NBA contract, we just need to team up.
But I'm never watching this movie because I didn't appreciate them making it seem like the ABA was semi-pro. They was rivals. They had the illest basketball player. They had Dr. J. They had George Gervin. Okay? Like Dr. J, they said if he would have played in the 72 Olympics, then there wouldn't have been no, we won, and then they had to go back and play the last second, and then Russia won, and then there was like, oh man, maybe we should get some pros. There wouldn't be none of that.
Rob, I think the point of the title is that it is a pro team, but it's run by an idiot. And so the point is, it's like, it's a professional team, but it's run like an amateur organization.
It's from our whole family.
Yeah.
I didn't see it because it's misleading. But I did see some interviews where people were saying, you know, the ABA was a semi-professional basketball league, blah, 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 blah. And I didn't appreciate that.
I think very much so, like it is a very professional league in the movie, and they're like the laughing stock of the league.
You should watch this sometime.
Well, call it pro with an idiot. Why you calling it semi-pro, making me think that they devaluing the thing that the NBA is already trying to push to the side?
To be fair, the Bollywood version is called that. If you translate it from India, they do call it.
Cause who do you think approved this? This evil man right here.
Okay.
David Stern. What was David Stern doing in 1976? He was the lawyer that worked for the NBA to make the NBA-ABA merger, so of course he's going to try to suppress the ABA. Of course he's going to do that, because he's all a part of the agenda to make it that everything after the NBC contract is canon. Think about it. Oh, Michael Jordan's the GOAT. Michael Jordan's the GOAT. Why? Because they own the footage of Michael Jordan. They don't own that footage of Dr. J. They don't own that footage of Rick Barry with the toupee. That's why they're trying to make out every day. They remind y'all, Michael Jordan the GOAT. Michael Jordan the GOAT. They bring up Michael Jordan in other conversations. Why? Because they want that footage. That's all it's about. If they had footage of Wilt, they would talk about Wilt. If they had footage of Dr. J, they would talk about Dr. J. But people take over games back in the day and stuff. We don't have everything. That's why we only have all-star games and finals and stuff. They have regular season games.
I seen footage of Will
Yeah, but not enough.
on X videos. It was on
Yeah. I brought the Wilt footage. If we didn't have the ABA, we wouldn't have Bob Costas. They put a franchise in St. Louis. A 22-year-old Bob Costas came through and was like, let me call the games. They heard his voice. It was like, get that man a microphone. The whole voice of NBA basketball in the 90s and how you even heard basketball came from Bob Costas, and he wouldn't even have his resume built up if it wasn't for the ABA. Come on, the ABA, if you could play, they would sign you. The ABA was all like, you gotta be an upperclassman. ABA was signing players straight out of high school. The first to do that, that's Moses Malone. Playing the game straight out of high school. Utah Stars gave him $1 million contract, an 18-year-old, $1 million 5-year contract. Now they folded that same year because they did not afford that contract. And also they the first to play in the bowl. There's nobody in the game. There's more people in here right now than that Utah Stars game.
$1 million over 5 years. That's when I was getting that ridiculousness.
Hey, you bragging now. I can divide $1 million by 5. All right, Jamel.
Before taxes, before taxes. They hit me hard.
Okay, I bet they did. Hey man, y'all give love to the people who started, it all, man. Give love to the American Basketball Association. That's the whole reason why I love basketball, unless you like pick and rolls or whatnot.
Also, the original Dennis Rodman, Marvin Barnes, played for that Spirit of St. Louis team. The craziest basketball player in the history of basketball. This nigga was selling cocaine in between games. That's facts.
What color was his hair?
He had a fro, dog, whatever fro color.
Dennis got the...
Oh, right, he ain't had a rainbow. He ain't had a rainbow-licious. Rob Haze, everybody!
Rob, you want to take a shot before we go?